The weekend comes. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a VV OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. Not welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone's hello Dashi. Hello Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that thanks button down below. Super chat as well. I love this game. So why do I love this game so much? Why is OMI up so much? There were amazing and I still don't think everyone's seen. I don't think everyone's heard about. There's a bunch to go over. There's a bunch of recaps to do. I'll do my best to break it all down. Comment if you have any questions. I will take questions, of course, afterwards, but this is a very, very long update. So yesterday they had updates on metadata merging accounts, MCP update, search bar, OMI utility program, crypto pay in, pay out, waitlist burns, Apple iOS terms update, New Zealand International Business Awards, New York Comic Con, designer, Anaheim, VVverse, gold and silver logo utility, costume contest, D&D's collectible corner, community highlight, and much, much more. So we're going to go and have this guy named JK has been all over Telegram talking about his community update and basically what he had. So I'm going to read that and give my own interpretation of it. And then we'll talk about OMI, we'll talk about buying and sell points, and again, any comments or questions, let me know. So, metadata. Basically, all the information will be displayed by the end of November of 2022. I would take that with a grain of salt. They did say that they're going to go and have everything, and more data should come out. I'm going to say Q1 of next year we have everything. They say by 2023 they hope to display transactional data and other small bits of data currently missing from the info page. So that I would say give that a couple months. Give that until next quarter, and then we'll go from there. Development cycle. Dan said that they're aiming to have consistent releases each month as part of their ongoing development cycle. Development structure and outlook all in place until the end of Q1 2023. Big shout out to the new guy, product manager Mitch. 2 monthly updates are mid and end of the month. Everyone's asking who's Mitch. Everyone's asking who's Adam. We will all find that out eventually. I'll just leave that at that. But speaking of updates, where he was talking about development structure and outlook, typically is the end of Q1 2021. The consistent releases months apart. That is not the only thing that is going to be months apart now. If you were in Twitter Spaces yesterday with Brock Blockchain, he announced his Feesh for season 2 or year 2 of next year. He's gonna, instead of have monthly airdrops, which is insane. He said it is a bit of a grind. He said that he's going to do quarterly airdrops. So he'll probably, again, towards the end of the year, we have some more awesome stuff, but then next year is going to do updates like once a quarter. So just a little quick side note on that. Merging accounts. A lot of people have been asking me this forever, and I was like, guys, I have no idea. But we finally do now. It should be available to all users by the end of November, but let's give them another month or so. Let's say end of this year, Q1 of next year, before it's probably fully fledged out. And users can merge more accounts. 5 accounts can be merged with the user's master account. And like I said, users can use more accounts, but VV will need to manually review further accounts being merged to ensure all is above board. Obviously, there are going to be special things where somebody says, well, I have 6 children. I don't only have me and, 5 others. Yeah, they're going to probably do that on a case-by-case basis, depending on how many you have. Like, there's some people that maybe have a couple kids and then their mom and their dad because they're technological. Although I feel like this is pretty easy to do. It's not like you're having a MetaMask and doing stuff OpenSea or Ethereum. But anyway, that'll be a case-by-case basis. MCP. So phase 1 is in development cycle, and it is hoped to be released by Christmas. That would be a wonderful stocking stuffer. That'd be a wonderful thing. And I know what you're saying. Why MCP when OUP is not rolled out? We will get to that. Girl, we will get to that. There is a waitlist lottery. Will be phase 2, which Dan said will be going into straight after phase 1. Has a successful rollout. So we could see January, February. All MCP points are backdated. So when you do have something like that, even though you're not seeing it right now, it's like, I forget what movie it's from. Like, have you ever seen $1 million? Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Oh God, what's that movie? Anyway, what we have here is basically that same thing. Just because you don't see the MCP points that you're accumulating doesn't mean that it's not really here. Will we say hi to Dashi? Hello, Dashi. I don't think we did. So even though let's say you have 100 sets, 40 sets, 10 sets, whatever it is, you're accumulating points every single day. You're obviously not using those points, but you are accumulating them. You will be able to use those hopefully sometime within the next 6 months. We shall see. Search bar, the infamous search bar will get updated before the end of the year. How's that? That's going to save us so much time. It's not really something that is imperative to the app. It's just something that very, very big convenience. Because if you have a lot of collectibles or if you have a lot of sets, whatever, and it's impossible to scroll through. However many more people we bring on, there's 4 different types of Star Wars under brands. It's a lot easier to go and search. I can't wait for that. OUP, after 200 or so different iterations of it, where Reese and some guy named Adam, who is he? I don't know. After each time they said, "Hey, we're good," and legal's like, "Nope, not good." Okay, back to the drawing board. Back to this. Reese and Adam, whoever Adam is, we have to. Well, Reese, we know, buy him a couple drinks and let him take his shoes off. Adam, we're not sure what Adam wants or does, but we owe both of them so much. They were behind most of OUP, and that's what they lived and breathed for I don't know how many months, if not a year. I don't know if they will ever truly get the recognition that it deserves for that. That is, anyway, fully fleshed, done. Reese is to publish and promote the new document outlining by the end of the first week of November, so it's supposed to be the end of next week. We might wind up getting it the week after or a week before DesignerCon. I'm really that's going to be wild. If they release that a week before DesignerCon, all the questions are going to be about OUP. It's going to be insane. I hope they have like a board saying, "Hey, here's all the main points," and it just rolls through like every 20 minutes. Although I'm sure it's going to take a lot longer to explain. There's going to be a lot of people. Reese is going to continue his onboarding or his going on people's channels, really explaining it. There's going to be we might get Adam to come on and explain it. We'll see. And yeah, I mean that'd be nice for Veterans Day present for me on the 11th. That'd be nice. I will be out. I'll be eating all that free food. This is why you really become a veteran. It's not for the love of country. It's not sense of duty. It is for the free food once a year. That is a joke in case anyone's sound clipping this. David Yu says that the fans want the fan feedback on this. Underlying tokenomics from the original article do remain the same. I don't know if all of them are going to remain the same, but we'll see. When crypto pay in, so y'all thought OMI's pumping right now. Even though be advised, guys, I'll get to that in a minute. I'll say this for OMI, when OMI goes up almost 30%. I see so many people FOMOing in now, and that's fine. Still a really good deal. I even had a whale this morning wake up and text me like, about to go eat up some sell walls. It's like, no heckin' way. And I guess he did. That was a couple hours ago. There is, when you pump 30%, probably going to come back down and retrace a little bit, just before you go. That's typically what happens. I know this is crypto, but generally for stocks or else, you go up a certain amount, you come back down, you retrace a little bit, you go back up, you come back, so that's obviously this is still incredibly undervalued. We are still in a bear market. We are still in a recession. I do see this as kind of a lot of stuff already priced in. I see a lot of the rates of the Fed is still rising. Like I said, already priced in. We are probably going to get a soft landing. Russia is a wild card. After the elections, we have no idea what happened. After the elections, expect gas prices to go up like a mother flapper. Didn't hear that from me, or you heard that here first, whichever tickles your fancy. But crypto pay-in this November rolled out in this November, so next month. Even if we have to wait another month, December. Okay, so there was a TikTok I saw yesterday. And I know localization for Asia can be huge, it's going to be great, crazy rotations. And I'm excited for that. I'm pumped for it. You want to know what I'm really excited about? You want to know, like most of the Middle East is has little to offer. But when you have that Arab money coming in from like the oil tycoons from like Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, that are just like, oh, you have a Bugatti? Take a look at my Superman #1, which is worth $5.3 million. And they just flexing on flexing on flexing. I don't know if I can tell that story. They buy Pokemon cards. They buy comics. And part of the reason why some of them don't is because some of these collectibles are not as expensive as they would like. like such as Pokemon. They're not as old as they would like. The Superman comics, yeah, it's a nice 7 figures, and that's that Superman, like I said, that Superman #1 that sold 5.3. Yeah, they got one of those. Pokemon cards that are like $100,000 are nothing to them, and something that soon, like that recent, that's 20, 30 years old, like Pokemon is. There's like, yeah, it's um not to say that NFTs, like, oh well, NFTs are super new. Okay, yes, the digital collectibles we have were minted in the last like 2 years, but what they represent, like Spider-Man and Superman and Batman, have been around for decades. And even when you have baseball stamps, hundreds of years. So these, I'm very, very excited for that. I know we're probably more than a year away from that, but the localization should happen at some point next year. But yeah, when crypto pay in this November, you thought it pumped now. And again, it's OMI. Why I think OMI is going to pump a little bit more after crypto pay in is because when you have a bunch of people, let's say like Eva's brother, Eva from VVversity, her brother Whaleman 7777 is so like he shows on my stream. He's like, oh yeah, I have this much, and it's just in like one of his wallets he had like, I don't know what it was. It was in at least in the 6 figures of ETH, if not in the 7 figures. And if it didn't show the 7 figures, it probably has that somewhere at some point. What do you think people like him were going to do? Like he was specifically saying, like, yeah, I want to wait until crypto pay in, crypto payout, because it's so much easier. People like him don't see dollar amounts; they see price in ETH, and that's wild. So when they come in, you say you can get the first Superman on the blockchain for less than half an ETH, or maybe like half an ETH, give or take. That's insane. When you get the Spider-Man, and it's like, okay, it's a couple of ETH. That's bananas. So when the collectibles pump, and they will, and then you go in and see, okay, you have OMI to NFT and cash out in crypto. They're like, okay, if my collectibles go and pump 5x, and the OMI does. I mean, right now, obviously, it's OMI has pumped up a nice 30%, but it hasn't done a 2x or 3x or whatever since yesterday. But if my collectibles do like a 5x, and OMI hasn't moved, you'd be damn sure I'm flipping to OMI. So you also have on the opposite end, if we had OMI to NFT right now, then you have people that are just saying like, oh, well, I made X amount of thousands of dollars last night, overnight while I was sleeping. Let me go spend that. Just found money. People are going to have a very, very hard time keeping their OMI because it's going to be very, very easy to spend. So I will try to not do that. Waitlist drop time, child with VV this December. So that's the waitlist drop style. We're going to have that. I'm sorry, I mentioned crypto pay-in is going to be in November. Crypto payout is most likely going to be Q1 of 2023. We'll save it for Q2, just in case. Burns to be released mid-end of November, let's say December, with metadata being updated to reflect the new mint edition circulation. Metadata in-app will now show original circulating supply, burnt supply, new circulating supply. First port call will be to burn items in the store that we haven't sold out. Plan still in place for burn events where people can go burn X amount of collectibles to earn a 1 of Y. So 1 of 10, 1 of 20, whatever. Speaking of which, there is Brock and Blockchain yesterday on the Feesh's town meeting did mention a VeVe wall where he's going to go and say, okay, he's building it like already currently. What he mentioned yesterday, I guess he got permission from David and everyone, saying that, if basically like a town crier, saying if you want to spend $20 of OMI, and you'll be up at the front and center, you'll be #1, everyone's going to see your video, whatever you want to advertise, link to a website, link to a video, they're going to see that up there. And then if you want to go and sabotage someone, it's like, well, actually, let me spend $30 worth of OMI to knock you down a couple pegs, where everyone else that had only spent $5 worth of OMI, whatever, they can move up. And half of that's going to go to the burn, I think. I think that's what he said. Maybe I'm just taking what the Feesh burn had gone on, because every single piece of OMI that goes into the Feesh ecosystem, 50% of that is burned, and the other 50% go right back to the players via prize pools or whatever. So this one, I'm not sure if it'll be 50%. I might be remembering that wrong, but yeah, a good amount of that's going to be burned. So as people play those reindeer games, it's burning OMI constantly. I can't wait for that. Shout out to Rock Blockchain for it. Moving on. Apple's terms and conditions. Business as usual for VeVe, zero change. I told y'all it's a big nothing burger. Apple probably just wanted. I got that question. I had hundreds of times. Most likely that's just Apple wanting to say, hey, stop circumventing their in-app purchases. But yeah, nothing changes. Told y'all, big nothing burger. New Zealand International Business Awards. Huge shout out to VeVe for such a feat, and also the global recognition. Dan, when he was accepting that award, had mentioned, we want to thank VeVe for taking what we have and just ran with it. So shout out to them for mentioning us. Cool beans. VVverse. Dan's vision for the Decon VVverse preliminary walkthrough is to present to the fan base what VeVe's vision for the metaverse is, be able to highlight a lot of amazing features and technology they're implementing within the build, and says after posting on Twitter, tell me what you want to see in the VVverse. He's extremely confident VeVe hit the spot, as it seems VeVe and the fans' views are aligned. I'm pumped to see it, but I'm pumped to see people's reactions to it. I want reaction shots. Like, I remember in like one of the Survivor, it's like the first season, one of the Survivor show, where I think they had to like get naked or something. And I remember seeing a documentary on this. The producers were pissed because every single cameraman went for the chest or the private parts, and he had no reaction shots to people like reacting to it, people taking their clothes off. So in that same breath, I guess I'm relating the VVverse demo to people taking their clothes off, and you have to see it, you have to watch it, it's going to be great. But I also want people's reaction shots, and I think people will be really, really sad if they don't get that. So I'm so excited. It's going to be next month. Can't wait. Moving on. Dan, the platform is very advanced compared to what is out there. Yeah, I'd be pretty happy if it was somewhat like what spatial is. Like, if it was that, I'd be like, cool. But if it's advanced compared to that, like, I literally just got chills. Anyway, David said the VVverse is beautiful. Dan says VVverse is intended to be the evolution stage of what users can do with their collectibles. VV logo. I'm going to go out and say, Alex had asked the question, how many logos y'all have left, to David and Dan? And David confirmed they have no more physical cards left to give out. Do not bother hounding them. They're done. They're out. Everything was given away. So, guys, I remember me telling y'all that those things were really super scarce, and that, yeah, probably 350 of those will ever be redeemed. Probably going to be a bit less than that. Why is it going to be a bit less than that? Also, what the fudge? Why is go to my channel. It's not showing me. I don't know why. This is live, right? Yeah, it's totally. I live. I can't go to my own video. I can't like my own video. What is this? Popular? No, I don't want recently uploaded. Oh, there we go, live. I just want to ask everyone to smash that like button, because it's a free way to help support the channel. Thumbs up. So yeah, that's a. Let me go and X out of that and press play and go back to the. Yeah, so they have none left. The only utility that was announced yesterday was just saying that your mint number will match the physical item. So if you have number 99, you'll get physical mint number 99. They also mentioned that if you're not at DesignerCon, you can go to I think Montreal Comic Con, some Comic Con in Canada, and you can pick it up there. If you miss those two, you can go to the third one. It's probably going to be San Diego Comic Con. So you have 3 chances to pick up your items for all 3 of them. They will courier it to you. They will keep that. I think this is a big mistake because if you if let's say 150 people, 150 logo holders, um, they go there and they redeem, those physical items. Okay, well that still leaves 165 people that are not redeeming. Okay, so not only do they have to bring 315, because that's how many cards have been redeemed, physicals to the next one for those card holders, they also have to bring the extra 165 for them. And then if the same thing happens at that one, then you have the other 315 plus another 320. It's wild. It's insane. That's 600, 35 collectibles, and that you have physical collectibles that you have to bring there. That's so much. That's so so much. And then what do they do with the extra ones? Anyway, if you are there and you happen to miss it, they will courier it to you. You are gonna have to sign for it. But I got number 41. Elapsed in 41. I also have three other. So David also did mention, up until we get renting, he says, yeah, I hope Randy shares his VV logo utility, because I do have four. I do have the three people that are I'm going to share it with. Be advised, guys. I am not as nice as David. I will take his advice and I will follow his lead, and I will absolutely share my VV logos so that other people can get their physical merch. They can get into the parties. They can get to wherever. As soon as we, like in my Mace Windu in Attack of the Clones, where as soon as we get rentability, this party's over. Like there's I'm renting those. Like I said, I will share share that utility up until we get renting, and then it's game on. Whoever wants to for the highest amount, and then you can go and do that. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We've got the VV logo, so rolled out as beta, sort of dropped to show licensors what they can achieve by providing utility to collectibles. David's idea for the logo is to create a group of people who really love collecting and are in it for the long haul. Remember, I forget what movie it is. Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise. Jamie Foxx is like it's like a limo driver or a cab driver or something, and he talks about making a limo company, his own limo company, where it's going to be a party, going to be champagne and music, and it's like, you're not going to want to leave. Not going to want to leave that limo ride, cab ride, whatever it is. David's making this VV logo so that you're not going to want to sell. And I can't wait until it pumps to like 20, 30K, and I just sell two of my logos. I'm not selling it now. It goes to 6K, 8K, I won't sell. Even at 10K, probably not. Oh, maybe. It depends what OMI's at. But just keeping y'all posted. Anyway, moving on. Every physical meetup, there will be a gold and silver logo program. Logo holders can redeem one physical at every con event. Holders of multiple logos are encouraged to bring friends. You will not be able to redeem more than one physical collectible yourself. Sharing is caring. VV, I'm surprised there's no note in there. That means you, Randy. VV will bring the physical to the next three cons. Yep, went over that. David mentions them doing extra specials in addition to the above. That will be announced at DCon. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this. Only way to get a logo now is to win a competition via VV or to buy from the marketplace. Yeah, like I said, there's no more. So that was it for those things. I don't know if I missed anything. I forgot. Did anyone? All right. So up until last year, I didn't know that there was a Halloween parade in New York City. I've lived in New York for most of my life. I never knew that until last year. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that I miss. Anyway, I've been going on for quite a while, so let me get to the comments right here. Oh yeah, OMI. OMI do be pumping though. Let's see what it is right now. It was great to wake up and it was pumping last night, but now it pumped even more. So finally, we got a little bit of a sell wall. It was at 0.00155, is now 0.00151, but still up 25% over the last 12 hours. It's a beautiful thing. Probably actually over the last like 10 hours. 10 hours. Just because the video didn't come out until yesterday and until last night at like 10. And when you have something like that, I guarantee you not everybody's seen it yet. So the FOMO will continue to drip in. Again, like, am I selling here? No. Give me give me an extra 100 grand right now. I would still buy in here, but I will tell you guys that again, you don't pump nearly 30% without having a bit of a retrace. I would still buy here, knowing that we could fall back to 0.0012, and I would do that. And just, okay, well, Chavez, why? Why buy here when it might go down another 20%? Back to where because this is still stupid undervalued in my opinion. And short term, I don't know what happens, but long, again, you don't pump this high without having a little bit of a retrace, but it's still 0.0015. If you're under 0.002, heck, I will still buy even at 0.005. We doing 3x from here. I'm still buying if I have funds coming in. Why? Because and I get it. If I did put in 100K here, and we did do a 3x, okay, yeah, I'll take some profit. Maybe I'll take that and there's 100K out. That's a lot. Probably not. Maybe a little bit though. That's what I would do, because even at half a penny, it's still stupid undervalued. Even at a penny, in my opinion, still undervalued for the long term. Again, I'm talking long term, probably 2024, 2025, 2026, in that area. I think we go to over 20 cents. And if you have long term, like 2029, that next Bitcoin halving, after that is 2028, so 2029, yeah, a dollar, over dollar. So selling at half a penny, it just seems silly, like especially when you don't need it. Although I kind of need it, not gonna lie. but yeah, that's just what I'm doing. I'll let you guys know when I'm gonna sell. Like I said, if I did get a windfall or I do have a deal that comes in and I am able to buy here, well, when it goes to the highs that we saw earlier this year, 0.008, yeah, might be a good thing to take a little profit. And then if it breaks through that, yeah, next year's gonna be wild. Where was I? Moving on. Dylan says, "Let's go." Omar Kasadi says, "Good morning, good morning." Omar says it's going up, and Doge I see is going up too. Doge. So I forget who it was. Somebody on one of my posts is just like, "Oh, I'm having trouble not selling for Doge." I was like, "Wait, you're gonna sell OMI to buy Doge?" That's if one of y'all says like, "Hey, I sold OMI and bought a bunch of Doge," I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna slap you and be like, you're dead to me. No, like it's why? Like look at the market caps. Look at like how much room does Doge have to grow, and how much room does OMI have to grow? That is idiotic. That is moronic. Dial M for moron. Like you need to hear that tough love, guys. Bill Gardner says, "Morning, everyone." Oh, good morning, Bill Gardner. How's it going? Eric Henderson says, "Good morning." Whenever I see Henderson, I think of Henderson from what's his name from Stranger Things. Such a good show. David Sakali says, "Hi, Mr. Chavez." Hello, David. How you doing, fam? Ooh. Nathan Hanna says, "What up, Randy? OMI moving." OMI do be going up though. Where it stops, nobody knows. There's just not a lot. I mean, also we tripled the amount of volume in which we do. We have normally less than $500,000 in average daily volume. Today we got 1.7. We actually let's just say like 4x. We quadrupled. Guys, if we have that for daily volume, I don't know if I have a screenshot of it. Not. We have that for daily volume. What's it gonna be like? Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Maybe I don't have it. Ooh, excuse me. But look at most of the rest of the posts, or most of the rest of the coins. Most of the rest of the coins definitely can't be showing this. Most of the rest of those coins have millions and millions, like tens of millions of volume. Some a lot more. Now, we 4x the volume. Let's say 3.5x. Let's just go. We 4x the volume, and we pumped about 25%. So let's break it. When we from here do another 10x, you would say, okay, we would pump another 50%. This is with not a lot of sellers, because not a lot of people are selling down here. Most of it, I think, was just day traders. But even a 10x from here, volume-wise, 17 million, not bad. We've had that before when we pumped to 0.008. What happens when we have 100 million in volume? Again, this has never happened where we had a top 10 grossing app linked to a token before, especially one that's partnered with the partnerships that we have. I would say, now, do we pump to like $1? No, but do we pump to a couple of cents? I think that's very, very possible. Again, next year I do see a lot of exchanges. I don't know when they'll do it. I would say second half of next year you start seeing some serious. Second half of next year you start seeing some really, really, really serious exchanges. Maybe earlier in the first half of next year we get like one or two. I mean, we have a bunch of smaller exchanges renegade listing all the time, usually at least once a quarter. But the ones that we actually have agreements with is like, hey, you're a decent listing, and also, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Mustafa Mahmood says, "Hey Randy, how are you? I'm doing okay, thank you. Got some big news today. Can't wait to see what the 101s are. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening. Whether with the physicals, the digitals, and the burning as well. And we have one of X, one of Y. I'm very, very pumped for it." Nathan Hanna says, "That update making very excited." Yes, I'm much excited all around. Adam also face, what's up, says this isn't mooning. I mean, correct. This is exciting, but yeah, this will do probably an 8x from here. Like not just going up, like going up hundreds of percent. 8x from here is about 1.2 cents. Is about all-time high. Why do I see it happening here? Why do I see that happening? Because of all the reasons I listed below. But it is nice to go to bed and then come back and like, hey, I made some money. Oh, excited is to hit the like button. Yeah, smash that like button. Ian says, "Great day, guys. It is a good day." Drew says, "Hey, Randy Daddy. Big Daddy Randy is my name. Don't wear it out." Dale says, "You think it'll retrace?" What goes up must come down. It has to a little bit. They actually already did. Let me bring it here. It actually had it's going back up, but you see that little slight retrace, that slight red, that slight little tiny red candle? Yeah, it's, dude, do you see that little tiny spike it almost had up to 0.00017? Wow. Remember if anyone's like, yeah, I'll go to 3 zeros, 0.0005. And I was like, yeah, bet you 10K, 100K. Nobody took me up on those bets because they knew. They knew. Deep down, everybody knows. Moving on. J.O.'s, I just read that. Lord of the Realms says, "Good morning, Randy and Dashi." Good morning. Woof. That was a juicy update we got. This was probably the best update I think I've seen ever. I think this was the best update that we could have had. Backseat. Oh, ripping pasta. Okay, moving on. Bill Garner says, "Did I miss something? OMI is down, right?" you slay me. Watch Any Praises. We making that Arab money. Well, at one point. Maybe not right now, but yeah, at one point. We got a couple of tweet notifications here. One from Rock Blockchain saying, "I don't think many understand what's about to happen, even off just what we publicly know that 1.2 billion people are throwing around, which is bait. If you took even 2.5% or whatever OMI to NFT does, that's like 30 million in OMI wiped away from circulating supply. I'm sure that's just one part of OUP." Dude, I gotta screenshot that. Okay. Let me read that again. "I don't think many understand what's about to happen." Okay. I just sneeze. Okay, no, I'm good. "Even off of just what we publicly know, that 1.2 billion people are throwing around, bait. If you took even 2.5% of that or whatever, which is what they get, the 2.5% is their fees. That's an extra 30 million for OMI, for VV. Whatever OMI to NFT does, that's like 30 million in OMI wiped away from circulating supply. I'm sure that's just one part of OUP. So let's say they have a fee for using Ethereum. Let's say it's 5%. And then say, okay, well, we're actually going to incentivize people to use OMI by giving you a 2.5% discount, or a 2.5% fee instead of the 5%. Okay, well, why do that when you could just use cash, not have any of that? Okay, well, ETH whales having to move hundreds of thousands of, like, they would have to pay so much in not only just the sell fees, the gas fees, I guess, in general, but then also that taxation that just you're not going to see that. They would be happy to pay that 5%, as opposed to selling their Ethereum, cashing out, selling to a bank. Like, it's just, yeah, it's not going to happen. So pay that 5% or switch over to OMI and pay 2.5%. That's constant buy pressure on OMI. Yeah. And I'm not saying all 2.5% would go to the burn. I don't think that's possible, because you would still have maybe a portion of the 2.5% fee. And even if it is that, I don't know what it is. I just think that's a little. I just try to be real conservative here. I don't know if that's going to be. I would not expect 2.5% of all of that to go to OMI burn, because the company still has to make money. So unless it's a 2.5% fee for OMI and then it's a 2.5% fee every time people sell again, and it's just an additional fee, maybe then that's possible. I don't know. We'll see though. Robel says, good morning, all. I can't wait to see the burns associated with crypto pay-ins. Hopefully the fees are steep to use non-OMI. Yes, and hopefully there are lesser fees. And that'd be actually really great for OMI utility. Like, if you stake and you say, like, okay, we're going to stake and we're going to lessen those fees. Oh, it's a beautiful way to lock up a bunch of OMI forever. Bilgar says, that's right. It was at 0.0012-ish, and now 0.0015-ish. Is K still waiting for 0.0011? Told him to buy. And be advised, will it go back down to where it was? I don't know. I mean, we are still very much in this bear market. We are still very much in this recession. A lot of stuff is priced in, though, and Putin can do anything at any time. And who knows what happens after the election? We shall see. Roble says, I'm drooling over the golden VV logo now. I feel the need to go to in-person events. VV attend to. I feel the need to go to in-person events. Or VV, yes. The go. My body. Oh, sorry, my ankles. Yeah, the events are. There's a project called Amway, and Amway is it's like a multi-level marketing thing, and they sell products and they partner with other products, whatever. And the reason I'm bringing them up is because what they do is once a quarter, you go to, I don't know what they're called, but you go to these like events where a bunch of the people that have made a ton of money in Amway, they go and they speak, they let you know how they did it, and it gets people pumped. Why do they do that? They do that because it gets people pumped, and I think VeVe is very, very correct by going to at least 4 events each year. About once a quarter, they're going to go to start the Canada, I think in Montreal, that con. Because that feeling that you get when you're just surrounded by the fam, and it's probably a little bit different for me just because everyone's saying like, oh God, I love you, and that's fun. That's great, and not everyone gets that, but it's just so nice to see each other. Yeah, those events are probably a little more special for me because that's fudge, man. I don't ever get that. Maybe I think the only other time where I got that was like it was in Kuwait, and everyone's had this like barbecue, but in Kuwait I had a mission. I was trying to get super yoked to become Bane, which I eventually did, of course, but I didn't do a lot of the other extracurricular activities. Did I play the occasional volleyball game with the Norwegians? Sure. Oh God, good coffee. Did I ever have anything with the IDF guys? Yeah, sure. There's a bunch of stuff, but everyone was doing these activities, a lot, and I was not. I was just going to the gym. So when there was like a barbecue and like, you gotta come, like, guys, I can't come. I gotta go to the gym. And then after I changed, I'm like, all right, before I go to the gym, I'll go to the barbecue, have a few wings. Everyone's like, Chavez! I think I've been riding that high like for 6 years now. And, now that's what you get at these cons. That's what you get at these events. Everyone, it's very similar to NFT NYC in that nobody's talking about the price of ETH. Nobody's talking, like, we all know like where the space is going. We all know what's going to happen. And it's just enjoying the intimacy with everyone. It's just enjoying a drink with it. Like, there is nothing like just sharing a drink with your buddies and just singing along to whatever song's in the background. Like, and this is when everything's down. This is what, oh God, it's going to be so much better when everyone has so much money because OMI's pumped, collectibles is pumped. It's like, I love this game. The in-person events give me life, like a good amount of life energy. And I imagine it does for everyone else too. Anyway, moving on here. Daniel Marquez's comment. Good morning, Randy. Good morning, Daniel Marquez. Bill Garner says, I was thinking about my sell points. I was thinking sell 20% at 10 cents and 20% at 25 cents. All right, yeah, that's fair. Tyler Sheehan says, Randy up and at early. Yeah, I didn't make a video yesterday. It was a really weird day. I didn't get to the gym until like almost 8 o'clock. And like literally what's that called? The community update. Okay, excuse me. The community update goes and doesn't come out until like as I'm getting out of the gym, so I'm like trying to listen to it. Well, I'm trying to skip to the logo part. What's the news? While I'm in the parking lot drinking my protein shake, and then I'm listening to it on the way home, and it's like I had to make a sandwich real quick because you don't just have a protein shake after the gym. You gotta have carbs with it. So I went and had just this amazing like crab and peanut butter. So I had some crab meat. On like this toasted bread, put a bunch of peanut butter on it. Oh, so I'm so freaking hungry. I had literally had 2 more sandwiches after that. Anyway, yeah. Bill Gardner says that way if it runs to $1 or more, I will still have more to sell at the top. Yeah, so I will, if this is the only amount that I have, which I do plan to get more, but let's say I only have 145 million, right? OMI. I will be selling almost a third of that. I still plan to have 100 million OMI by the time 2030 hits, or by the time we hit $1. And yes, that will. So I will probably sell 40 million, just to support myself, just to do charity events, just do whatever. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm hodling most of my OMI through the rest of the decade. Yeah. We got Donna Marie says, at Roble, good idea. I didn't think about the possibility of adding fees for non-OMI pay-in. That would be awesome. All right, so I'm letting you guys know. Like I said, I've been very open with all my moves. I'll continue to be. For that VV logo, I will probably not sell below 20K. I think Wes this morning was laughing at me, saying like oh yeah, didn't he was just poking fun at me, saying like, hey, I thought you got these for the utility, now you have to share it or something like that. So I paid $3,000 to give my friends free physicals, like each logo, which is a fair point. But I will make a lot of money back with the renting at some point, because these are going to be able to be rented like 5 or 6, 7 times a year. But also, yeah, I could sell one eventually for 20K. And this is not trying to pump to 20K, so it goes like, I'm letting you know that the utility that was announced is not the only utility. There will be more announced at DCon, and you are going to not want to sell these. I tried to get Skeet, who was selling his, like, don't sell it. He's like, I got 2. I was like, oh, okay, fam, go. These will be worth a ton. Also, remember at San Diego Comic-Con when I said, hey, before any utility was announced, like, these are grails. And again, I was saying this at San Diego Comic-Con, just because of the way these are collector's items. They're scarce. It's the first of VeVe of its kind. They are very, very, very similar to Pokemon trophy cards. Still very bullish on it. I see it actually going much higher than the price that I just suggested, but that can take years. Who knows? Moali31 says, wherever Bitcoin goes, OMI goes, war and energy crisis goes on. I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum were up like, what, 4%, 5% today? Yeah, Bitcoin and OMI Bitcoin and Ethereum went up. Actually, Bitcoin is only up 0.79%. Ethereum is up 4.5%. Yeah, they're not up 25% like OMI. You know, they could go up a certain amount, but they're not going up the same way that OMI is, which is back up to 0.00155, 27. Oh no, back down. Now we had a red candle, 0.00150. Okay, so it looks like we do have actually some support at that range, because it doesn't want to seem to go below that. Again, it's just a couple of trades, but we'll see. Is that the new floor? I don't know. New support. Dutch Homie says, today is a good day. Better days ahead. Lots of better days ahead. Dutch Homie says, bought another million OMI at 0.00134. Nice. Alessandro Dimas, what's going on? Omar Casada says, I'm glad I put in more OMI too. Potential Human says, greetings, skin suits. What up, Potential Human? I hope you're doing well. Jared Sousa says, Randy, go back to bed. No, I will not go back. I am so hungry. I'm going to have to do today. It's chest day, so I'm going to do a bunch of chest, some triceps. Yesterday was some legs and some biceps, and I'm feeling all right. I do need to eat a lot, though. I need to recover, and then I need some fuel for my next workout. Can't wait. Chago Solis says, good morning. Good morning, Chago. Mustafa Mahmoud says, will there be those physical products in London? Yes, there will be. Every single event, there will be. Legacy Bermuda says, hey, yo, we heading to the moon. At some point, we will. Wes says, yo, let's freaking go. Is Kaisa waiting for 0.0011 OMI price before buying? I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. I haven't talked to him. Maybe he'll say in a video. Again, he already had like 40 million OMI, if not more. So he's got a good amount. Even if he has to buy here and he doesn't get to 100 million OMI, even if he just gets a bit more, that's still good. You know, that's still, even if he gets 60 million OMI, 70 million, whatever, he'll be okay. Miss Mamma Mia says, the big risk I see with OMI is if VV gets bought out, new company like Disney or Apple or other major company, feel like they would drop OMI. VV is not selling anytime soon. They will not sell for at least 5 years, if not longer. Yeah, that's not happening. They can't. Or not they can't, like no other company will be able to. Like, they're not a publicly traded company. You know, nobody can go and buy in all the shares and do a hostile takeover. This is a private company. No one is taking this over for many, many years. Moali says Dogecoin is up 26%. Altcoin rally, don't get trapped. Oh, Dogecoin do be up a lot though. Eric Henderson says, Randy, I appreciate your videos. You have made wading through this bear market easier. We still have a while to go, but I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Remember in Dragon Ball Z in the Cell Saga where Gohan finally loses it? You know, Cell steps on Android 16's head, and Gohan goes, and I won't watch it anymore. And Super Saiyan 2 is beautiful, and then the announcer, you know, at the end of the episode is like, we've caught glimpses of it before. And then he's talking about every single time, you know, with Nappa, with Frieza, you know, where Gohan gets super mad. I feel like, you know, when talking about light at the end of the tunnel, like, we're getting a glimpse out of it. We're getting a glimpse of what the future holds. You know, we've seen glimpses of it before. I know it's a really long road to walk down to get to that point, and it wasn't even a good point. Sorry. It just reminded me of it. Moving on. Legacy Bermuda says, the 101 physicals will be taken for the next 3 events to let logo owners be available to collect it. VV Silverback says, what's up, brothers? Crypto NFW says, OMI wasn't the only one that pumped. Dogecoin did as well. Yes, Dogecoin did pump. Is Dogecoin going to do a 10x before OMI does? I don't know. Probably not. But we'll see. We'll see. Donna Marie says, my husband and I were Amway reps. Oh, yeah. They so you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know what they're called, but they not only have those giant meetings, those giant events once a quarter, they also have, I think, meetings twice a week. So you just get around the fam, just get around the people, keep getting people excited. I think at some point, this is why VV is going to go to, instead of monthly updates, to updates twice a month. You know, to keep people pumped. Also, there's a lot coming, so they're going to need to. Uncle Drew says, crab and peanut butter, my guy. Yeah, some crab meat and toast some bread, put the crab meat on the bread, and then put some peanut butter on the bread, and then Yeah, it's good. I don't know. Get the protein and the bread, and it makes a complete protein. You get the peanut butter and the bread, makes complete protein, and then you get the crab meat. I'm not interested. Nirwan R says, "Let's go, Randy." Taylor Smith says, "Elon Musk pumping coins again since the Twitter confirmation. It's scary how one man has so much power over the whole crypto market." Um, so that's another thing. So Elon Musk took over yesterday. I think Thursday night, but let's just say yesterday. Um, you have if we do have a partnership with Elon Musk, which we're not saying we do, but I've speculated that many times before, and the speculation has really caught on, and it's not just me, it's Kay, it's a bunch of people. Um, if we have a partnership with him, with the man that literally owns Twitter, with the man that has 100 million followers, like that's the best marketing that you can get, and there's no better marketing. People, like other, but people are they do exactly what he says. I'm one of them. I at the time it wasn't as much money as it is now, but I put in most of my money into Tesla stock because I saw it was undervalued. I knew it, but I also watched every single interview that man did. Um, yeah, that fan base, that cult of Elon, is not to be trifled with. They're smart, they have money, they are they will do whatever. If he even him saying, "Hey, don't buy this flamethrower," everyone bought it. People are literally buying perfume that smells like burnt hair, because he's selling it. If he says, "Hey, I'm coming out with these cool space digital collectibles," you're going to see so many people download it just for that, and even a fraction of a percent of them stay because they think the other stuff is cool. Holy crap! Watch out. That just reminded me of that Rugrats episode where Tommy goes to the doctor and the doctor's like, "Whoa, Michael Jordan, watch out! Tommy Pickles is right behind you." I don't. That was in the deep recess of my brain, unlocking core memory. I don't know why. Anyway, Mustafa Mahmood says, "When OMI somewhat retraces, I'm buying 350,000 OMI, selling my soul for OMI." I did that, but yeah, selling your salon for OMI. Do it. Not financial advice. Ben Robinson says, "Randy, with a lot of things coming out by the end of the year, what is a realistic price prediction for OMI by the end of the year?" It could go down to 0.0012 again. It could triple from here. I wouldn't expect a ton end of year just because yes, OUP will come out, people will get FOMO, people will get excited. I really don't think we're going to start the implementation of the burns until next year. I don't think we're going to have staking until way into next year. I don't think we're going to have exchanges until next year. I really don't think the pump comes until next year. We'll still be in a recession, so be advised, the pump will only be so much. I still think we get to all-time highs next year, even with that. But this pump, the one that everyone's looking for, when you go to like multiple cents, 10 cents, 20 cents higher, won't really come until 2025. But by then, hopefully, we can burn a mother flapper of the OMI. Ankush Stories, Fight to Win, saying, "Randy, will it come down? We'll wait for OMI to come down and buy more. You're the best, Randy. Thank you." It could go down to 0.0012 again. It could go below that. I mean, maybe not below that, but what one action from Putin, not only just saying like, "I won Ukraine," like we're taking the eastern part of Ukraine, and then now we're going for more. China attacking the China Sea and Taiwan. There could be anything that sets it off to make people panic again, or it could not, and we give you a range. I don't know, or it could not. I mean, it seems to have a little bit of stability now at 0.0015. Oh no, 0.001475. Do we start going back down? We staying back down there? Finally had a couple of people taking a little bit of profit. I think the buy orders are gone now. We'll see. Like I said, give me an extra $100,000. I would buy here, knowing full well that we could lose another 30%, because it doesn't matter long term. Again, for me, I would do that knowing that, hey, I could, I'd rather be homeless than Wyoming, especially these prices. Moving on. Cult LOL. I have heard stories. I mean, it's like with anything, right? It's clearly set up to where you could, do not good things, but at the end of the day, it's just a tool. Do people take that tool and do something that is not so good? Sure. Can they do that and do something great? Also sure. But I'm glad you're here now. Dive Jedi says, Jedi in the house. News now, Marijuana. What's up, Jedi? A. Smith says, seeing the red candle gives me hope of reaching my OMI goal after I was ripped away this morning when I woke up. Yes. Agreed. Oh, water. Okay. X-Idol says, good morning. Good morning, X-Idol. How you doing? Digest new marijuana. All good. Doge Nation says, I bought 3 bottles of burnt hair because I am insane. I love you. I got 2 bottles of Tequila right there. So good. New marijuana says 300 digital crocodiles. Jedi. I got a lot of those gators. Doge Nation says, when OMI $1? 2029, maybe before then. I don't know. I guess it's possible during the next bear market or the next bull market, because people don't see market cap. People just see, it'll be 5 cents. People are like, yo, it's only 5 cents to $1. People are crazy. People are insane. It becomes a meme coin. Over. A Millionaire T says, scared if whales use this good news to dump OMI as soon as y'all FOMO into it right now. I doubt it, just because why would you sell? I mean, again, if you bought a ton at 0.0012, sure. Take your 30% profits. That's good. It's great. But if you're a whale that had bought, and your dollar cost average at 0.00, let's say 0.004, you're not selling here. Whales are not selling here unless they're taking a profit. Telling y'all right now, whales are not selling here unless they're taking a profit. So, and in order to take a profit, you've had to be either an OG or whatever. So yeah, are some whales from OGs selling here? That's stupid. Like I said, that's moronic. Just wait another year. Just wait. So I guess I don't know. You're robbing yourself of so much money by selling here. Not financial advice. Zafacer says, when will we see new all-time high, like in March 2021? Next year. I don't think it'll be by March. I think, like I said, we really do have to wait for exchanges and for that OMI burn implementation. And once we get exchanges, once we get staking, localization, I do think all-time high will, next year. I don't know when though. Digetta says news number 1, LOL. Alpha Cheen says article is just announced, not there. No, it's just announced. We will get the article probably 10 days, but before DesignerCon, I hope. And then we'll go from there. And this is just for the announcement of the article. When we actually get to see it, and they actually start implementing it, I feel like that Vince McMahon meme where it's like, It says auto lagging for others as well sometimes. Audio? Oh, sorry. Omar Kasadi says, I feel like it'll go a little back to 0.0012 because of the USA economy and overseas, but with Elon on Twitter, things are great for crypto, and CEO in Binance own now 1% of Twitter. That's true. And then you have, like I said, the Prime Minister of UK, very, very pro-crypto. Alpha changes why all crypto pumping, because of what we just said. Jed says, so you're basically saying whales are not selling unless they are selling. No, they're not selling unless they're taking profit. And so again, there's a bunch of whales, especially the ones that I know and I advise, that their dollar cost average is like 0.004. They're not selling here. None of my whales are selling. There are a group of whales that I'm in that they want to sell. They're not selling here though. bunch of my whales that I kind of advise, they're in it for the long haul. Like 2025, 2026. There is a group of whales I am a part of that are looking to sell. Will it probably be all-time high? Sure, maybe. At least parts of it they'll sell there. They'll take some profit. But whales are not. Yeah, they're not selling here. Wes is out of profit. Is salty as heck that DC Comics aren't on VV with his posts on Twitter. I mean, I don't think he's salty about it. I think he is probably beside himself at the missed opportunity that DC had. I mean, did you see the comic reader for DC? And it's comic reader for ours. It's, ours so much better. I mean, if you take a look at volume, take a look at sales out, like the Sketty one has what do you call it? That Sketty one has, what is it? Has had more sales volume than the Superman comic did. It's just everyone would make so much more money if they just did it with VV. Like that's what it is. Like I love my back cows. I'm very, 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 very bullish on back cows, but yeah, everyone would make more money if they did stuff on VV. So I don't want to say, obviously back cows getting a lot of utility with the Harley Quinn airdrops of those comics, where they're able to read the first chapter of, the Superman #1 before everyone else, before everyone got it. They get Black Adam tickets. They get a ton, and I don't want to take anything away from them, but that Superman comic #1, there'd be so much more money made on VV, and I think that's what he's kind of addressing. I don't think he's salty that they're not on here. Again, it doesn't matter to him. Like, he's got more, like, that dude probably made how many millions of dollars last night because we pumped 30%, tens of millions maybe. He doesn't care about, DC Comics not coming on. I think he's just salty the missed opportunity. Because I am too. Dive Drive says, my guess would be 0.002 is not going to be all-time high. No. Oh, Exotic says, wow, Doge isn't stopping. Now it's at 11 cents. Yo. Azza says, I saw Dr. Promise tweet as it could have been better. Disappointment. Mm-hmm. Jago Solo says, Randy, did you go for the deep? I was doing stuff. I guess, and yesterday was a very weird day. The past few days were very weird. So I could not. Azza says, Dogecoin is going to be taunting us, only holders for a bit. If it, I would much rather, I think OMI is a much better investment. Not financial advice. Wes says, the DC comic looks amazing though. Because just salty. I mean, it looks cool, but have you seen it on the comic book reader? Overside is out of profit. Doesn't like the comic. DC Comics did the comic wrong. Yes, I believe they did it wrong as well. Anyway, guys, that is, I've been live for an hour. Let me go over some YouTube comments here. Comments on the YouTube before I look at my body. Before I get going. We've got Vivi Silverback says, and they wonder why I'm so bullish. Let's heckin' go. So I'll respond, let's heckin' go. Because, yes. And then we have J. Co. says, what's OUP? Yeah, OMI Utility Program. So I'll just say what Arnold said. And then Taylor Smith commented, more likely to do with Elon Musk's Twitter takeover. Let's be real here. Doubt. I'm just going to put doubt. Elon Musk taking over Twitter is going to pump OMI. Pumps Doge, sure, but yeah, I think Doge and OMI are pumping for very, very separate reasons. Just my opinion, though. Let's go over to some YouTube or some Twitter comments then. We have Slava saying, trending in Australia, aliens and OMI. That is the funniest. That'd be great if aliens came down and says, we're going to use OMI. More stuff we've got. No, I didn't want to do that. Blockchain tweeting. Oh, okay. So Todd Father says, anyone have any idea why my web app has a gem cap of 500 gems? That's strange. Wondering how it's bullish. No. OMI now. Point of focus. So Todd Father's focusing on collectibles. Todd Father says the OUP is pretty much priced into OMI now. From this point, I'm focusing on collectibles. This is today's deposits. And then Brock McBlockchain said, as in, he doesn't know what's coming. I think nobody knows what's coming. We've got Jeremiah Aoyang tweeting, Web 2 started off decentralized and bottom up. Yet today, Twitter owned by the wealthiest person, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, LI owned by giant corps and governments. The future may be with new social network, Farcast or XYZ, which is sufficiently decentralized. Decentralization is fine, but it's not what's going to bring in mass adoption. Vivi Meister says, breaking, Notes by Noah is leaving Vivi. Fudsters in 3, 2, 1, go. Brock Blockchain tweets, a community can burn even people with the best qualities out. Not saying that's what happened, but if you liked Noah, you should want the best for him, no matter where he works. People are more than jobs, than the jobs they perform. Best wishes to him. Agreed, 100,000%. Blockchain also tweets, Halloween is Monday. This is the last weekend to compete in the haunted house for a free NFT. That is in the Feesh microverse. Definitely go and do that. That is really fun. Again, free NFTs are pretty dope. Ooh. Spoopy. It's about to be Halloween. I do have a bunch of stuff to do today. Omar says, I agree. It would have done a lot better on the VV platform. Sagittarius says, hello, everyone. Omar says, I feel like now that Elon owns Twitter, we will see more of the VV fam. What do you think, Randy? I think so, too. Super excited. Love Elon. I'm so hungry. I'm going to go make a bunch of food. Everyone please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye, Dashi. Bye, I might stream later. I might have a party. Might stream at the party. I don't know. All right, bye, guys. Meow, meow, meow. Hellfire Club. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, my body. My other body. Oh, good. Oh, jeez.